back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you like the again. Why you was sleeping on me? I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go?
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Newton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. This is Scarborough. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They run. This is Scarborough. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Bo Scarborough, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. 20. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And now another one thrown incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Carolina getting set to take the field. They'll start things on 1st down with Bo Scarborough. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Flushed out right. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Duke Riley, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Hey. Watch it, 3.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. And Bryant's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw on second down is Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
Hey, let's go.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Now Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Hey, Tuesday.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Freeman again, a first down carry. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that run wasn't very successful. They did have a big one on the previous play. So you get the sense that the offense is probing around, trying to find the ones that are going to work. And when they find them, they'll keep coming back to him.
That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. In for the score. And the Falcons are in for 6. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 23 yards on the play. Newton now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Now it's Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Panthers add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance. To return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lynch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. 8.
Newton now to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So out come the Falcons now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're dead.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
To throw on 2nd down. Newton. Eluding the pressure. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan hit, and he lost the football, and the Panthers have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. He's going to look deep, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Ryan. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. To throw is Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Hey, let's go.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Ryan will throw again. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now Ryan on 1st down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. They go play action with Ryan. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. So the first connection there, Ryan to Jones, and certainly a big reason they're losing on the scoreboard.
As they go as a connection, it's Pierce, so goes the team. And they need to be on the same page, in sync. And they really wish it could have been earlier in the game. Now they've got some ground to make up.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's looking at his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. And down inside the 15 he goes. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. they'll get it down to the 7. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's Newton. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. 23 yards on the play. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
On 1st and 10, Newton. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 5. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Gun! Hey! 12! Hey, express! Hey, Tuesday!
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Gun!
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Devontae Freeman is shifting. This doesn't pay off here in short yardage. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ty Montgomery, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Calais Campbell in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now Scarborough. And he's got this one down to the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeout in order to get the ball.
And it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Being chased out left. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Gun.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now Newton. Flush to his right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Here's Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.